Yes, kawashi. In your mind, it's not, oh, I've prayed for, let's say, 3 hours. You check the time, it's just 30 minutes. You start to feel like as if you should be in love or something. That is what music does generally. So value every time you spend with God. Okay. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel and thank you for joining me today. For you to click on this video, that means that you want your prayer life to take a positive turnaround, and that is exactly what we want to discuss on this channel. I know praying is not easy, like seriously, but now praying for longer hours is not easy. Yes, I'll not lie to you. I'll not tell you that, oh, prayer is like rice and beans. Prayer is like, no. I'm going to be factual with you. Praying is not easy for the flesh, because the flesh and the spirit, they are in war against each other, and because of that, it's not easy to pray for longer hours. So in today's video, we want to just tell ourselves how to pray for longer hours, like easy tips on how to pray for longer hours. I've used some of them and it has worked for me, and a lot of people have also used some of the tips I'm going to share with you and it has worked for them. I believe that this time is a time that we have a lot of things worrying against our spiritual life. Like a lot of things are calling our attention, and a lot of things are fighting for our time. A lot of things want to replace our personal life with God, and we have to be on guard. We have to be intentional about our spiritual life. And for you to click on this video, it means that you mean business, and me too, I mean business. If you are new on this channel, well, I think you should know me. My name is Happiness Achai, and I create inspiring content like this, and I also create some entertaining content. So do well to stay through on this channel, because there is a lot in store for you. First, I want us to get something straight before I go into the tip that I have listed. I want us to know that prayer is communication with God. So if you don't understand that fact, you might find it difficult to actually pray for a longer hours, because a number of time people pray because they want to fulfill some religious routine, because they want to just know, oh, I've not prayed today, or they just say, okay, yeah, it's good to pray. Yes, prayer is important. Yes, but prayer is communication to God, with God. I mean, communicating with God, telling God what's in your mind, listening to God. That is the essence of prayer. Like that is the sole essence of prayer. Communicating to God, talking to God. So if you understand that, it will be easy for you to pray for longer hours. So it doesn't have to be rigid. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be hard. I'm telling you, prayer can be easy when you see it as communicating with God. Prayer can be easy when you see prayer as communicating with God. So if you can get the essence of prayer, then praying for a long hours will not be a problem. So I listed some things. I'm not going to list them like 1, 2, 3, 4. But as you listen to this video, as you watch through, you're going to get the points I want to list. So you know what? I will not tell you that get on in your prayer room, start praying for long hours. You know what? I want to tell you that you should take it slow. Yes, take it slow, because I feel that it's like kind of deceptive, in my own opinion, to ask somebody who has been praying for, let's say, 15 minutes to start praying for 3 hours overnight. Like, personally, not corporately now, I don't think it's realistic enough. So I think that you should take it slow. Take one step at a time, like gradually. For instance, let's say you do pray for 15 minutes every day, or let's say your average prayer time is like 15 minutes. That's the highest your strength could carry. Okay, then I can't tell you to start praying for 5 hours immediately. It's going to be hard for you. Like, it's going to be hard. So from 15 minutes, try to move it to, let's say, 20 minutes. And then from 20 minutes, move to 30 minutes. You will not really feel the difference. You will not really know that, oh, you've added additional time, because just little time interval, it's easier for you to add like something small to something. So if you pray for 15 minutes, then you switch it to 20, then from 20 to 30. Then 30, you can move to 40. Gradually, you won't really feel the difference. But if you want to move from 15 to, let's say, 40, it might be difficult for you. But if you move from 30 to 40, then 40 to 50, then to 1 hour, you will not really feel it. You will not really know that you are adding times. But yes, you are praying more than before, but you didn't do it overnight. You are taking it one step at a time. Then when you pray for 1 hour, you can add like 15 minutes to it. 1 hour, 15 minutes. Then when you've gained mastery of that time, then you can now go to 1 hour 30 minutes. Then 2 hours, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. So it's kind of very complicated when we have asked people to jump from praying from 1 hour to 7 hours on a stretch on their own. It doesn't really, to me, I don't think it works for a lot of people, because it's like it will become burdensome, and your body is not used to it. Yes, I know you are riding in on the wings of the spirit, but I'm just trying to be realistic here. It's going to be very stressful, and you might even get distracted and tired in the process. So I want to tell you that you take one step at a time. And I need us to understand this, that there is no time you used to pray. You spend in a place of prayer that is a waste. So don't look down on that your 15 minutes, or that your 20 minutes, or that your 30 minutes. Like I said earlier, that communication is the essence of prayer. So that your 15 minutes, don't look down on yourself that, hey, others are praying for 7 hours, now I'm praying for 15 minutes. I am not saying that you should become complacent and not want to grow. I'm just saying that 15 minutes, try your best to improve it, but don't feel intimidated. No, intimidation cannot help you. Don't want to pray for longer hours, because so that when others are talking that, oh, I prayed for 5 hours yesterday, you want to be saying that, me too. I don't know if you get. I don't want you to take prayer as something that we are doing it out of like religion, like a norm, like the rule of thumb, like, oh, this is a proof, a sign that somebody is a spiritual more than the other. This is not to say that praying for hours is not important, because you need to spend more time with God, and the more you spend more time with God, the more you earn more for Him. I am not saying that praying for long hours is bad or is not important, or you should not be willing. I'm just saying that you should value the little time you are able to spend. You should value it. If it's 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 3 hours, 5 hours, value every time you spend with God. Okay? As you want to move ahead, spend more time with God. Value the little you are doing, and trust God to help you to do more. Is that clear? Yes. So the next one is, I think, as a believer, you need to surround yourself with friends that are Christians. Now, when I mean surround yourself, I don't mean like, okay, maybe you guys will live in the same place, but let people in your circle be people that when you are finding it hard to pray, when things are getting tough, you can easily call and tell that, okay, today let's pray together. Yesterday I called one of my friends. I'm like, all right, you know what, let's pray together. Because that's it. That's the essence of friendship. Having people that can hold your hands even when it seems like you are down, or having people to fellowship with. So if you find it hard to pray for longer hours, you can ask your friend to join your prayer, maybe video call or voice call, WhatsApp, or fix a meeting. When you pray with somebody, you don't get tired easily. Have you noticed? Maybe when you are praying corporately, or okay, you need prayer, you are two, so you feel energized, you feel energized to pray more. So join a friend, join a corporate prayer. Yes, join a corporate prayer. They are doing 7 hours in the Holy Ghost. You won't really fit tired easily, even if you are tired, but you will be encouraged to do more, because you still see people praying. So you can join a friend or join a corporate prayer. It's going to help. See, in this kingdom, you can't afford to be isolated. I will not lie to you. I will not tell you that it doesn't matter. All those prayers talent that they are doing itself is to help you, is to help me, is to help us. Because it's not easy to say that you want to stay in your room and be praying for 7 hours. Then it's if your neighbors do not come and knock on your door, okay, maybe if you are not living, if you are living maybe in a flat, maybe you don't have neighbors to communicate with, but something might distract you. That's the sense of, okay, praying with a friend or joining a prayer challenge or a prayer gathering is going to help you. So if you find it hard to pray for long hours, then I think that is what you should do. Try and pray with a friend or pray with other people. Then another thing is music. Oh my god. Music is like music has helped a lot of people to pray for longer hours. It has helped me. It has helped a lot of people. You know, music generally, even either gospel, either secular, either worldly or anyone, music has a way of accessing your soul. It has a huge hold on you. When you listen to a kind of song repeatedly, you will begin to think, align your thoughts in that direction, align your mind in that direction. You will listen to songs like, maybe songs that is like rugged. I don't mean rugged for Jesus now. Maybe songs that say that I don't care, I don't give a damn about people think about me, I don't care, everybody scatter everywhere. Like songs that are like, I don't care, I don't. Before you know it, you start to live your life in that direction. Like, okay, I don't care, I don't give a damn, I don't, you know. But if you listen to songs that teaches love, fellowship, peace, before you know it, you start aligning yourself with it. So music has a way of getting to you. Have you noticed that if you are playing maybe love song at night, oh I love you, you are playing it at night, you start to feel like as if you should be in love or something. That is what music does generally. So that's how music can help your prayer life, can help you to pray for long. Because when you listen to spirit inspired music, there is the spirit of God backing that song up, and it's going to be like, I don't know how to explain it now. It's going to be like energize you, like, because once you are listening to that song, it feels like a kind of renewal to pray more. You don't get tired easily. I don't know if anybody understand what I'm saying, because I know a lot of people say it, and I do it too, and it helps me when I'm listening to songs. It tells me to be like to feel energized. There are a lot of songs you can listen to, but make sure that they're spirit inspired songs. People use songs of people like Victoria Orenze, Lawrence Oyor, their chants, Theophilus Sunday, and the like. But for me, I use music, not chant or ministration or anything. I use music, maybe music like Tope Alabi, Maverick City, Elevation Worship, Nathaniel Bassey, Dosoyekan, just music. Maybe Chidinma, like recent songs like that. It works for me. I use it a lot. But you can also use those chants that I mentioned about those Sunday sorry, what am I saying? The Sunday, Victoria Orenze, and all. Sure you understand. So music just has a way of doing that magic. For instance, now when I'm listening to maybe your goodness looks good on me, and I wear your glory, your glory. Like the song will keep playing in my spirit, and I will just be praying due to that lyrics. And I wear your glory, your glory. I don't know how to explain it, but it has a way of getting me to pray more. I don't feel tired easily. I feel the presence. Then messages can also help you to pray for long hours. When you listen to messages, especially messages about prayer, just playing at the background actually, maybe prayer or something, spiritual warfare, spending time more with God, you're just playing at the background, like it's entering your ear and you are praying. Then you feel energized to pray. It has worked for a lot of people. I don't use messages most of the time. I don't use messages. I use music. But I feel that messages can also work and also help you to pray for longer hours. Then another thing that is important I need to tell you is that you should time yourself. As I said earlier, that you have to be as I said earlier, that you have to be intentional about your prayer life, and that is why you should time yourself. It's easier to When you know sometimes when you're praying, let me give you this instance. You might be praying, oh Father, in the name of Jesus, yes, yes, Kawashi, yes, Kawashi. In your mind, it's not, oh, I've prayed for, let's say, 3 hours. You check the time, it's just 30 minutes. I'm sure, I'm sure I'm not the only one in this show. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Like, you thought you've prayed for long, but you just prayed for 30 minutes or 45 minutes, and yeah, in your mind, you thought you've prayed for 3 hours. It happened like that, and that is the essence of timing, of timing yourself. You have to be intentional. You can say, today, I want to pray for 1 hour, 30 minutes, and until that 1 hour, 30 minutes, you are not going to stop. In fact, when you get to that 1 hour, 30 minutes, and you still feel it, you still have the energy, you can still continue praying. So you have to time yourself, and there are different ways you can time yourself. You don't have to keep checking the time. What's the time now? Okay, 30 minutes. Okay, that's 5 minutes. No, there are different ways you can time yourself. Let me give you some ways. You can set your alarm. If you plan to pray for 3 hours, set your alarm for 3 hours later. Then I usually do this. I don't just set it for 3 hours later, because I might not really feel, it will look far. So like you can set like 1 hour 30 minutes, then the 3 hours. So when the first alarm sounds, oh wow, I pray for 1 hour 30 minutes, you'll feel motivated to pray more, to get to that 3 hours. You will just set it to sound by 3 hours later. You might feel tired and not be energized to pray more, but if you set it at interval, you'll be like, wow, I've prayed this long, then I think I should be able to pray this long. Then another way is, like, music can also help you to set your time, to time yourself. How do I mean? If you have, like, you can create a playlist of songs. Let's say you create a playlist of songs of, let's say, 6 minute songs, and you created like 20 times 6, or just created a lot of them, and until this playlist finish playing, I'm not going to stop praying. So it's like a way of timing yourself. It's like you are doing two things at the same time. You are using the song to energize yourself, and you're also using it to time yourself. So someone like me now, I have, if I type Nathaniel Bassey on my phone, all the songs of Nathaniel Bassey will be on the playlist, and when I type Nathaniel Bassey, all the songs will automatically form a playlist, and it will just keep playing till the first one. If I type Tokpara, be the same thing. If I type Donsi, the same thing. If I type Maverick Music, the same thing. So that is what I do. So until that music finish playing, you are not going to stop praying. Then the same thing happens with messages too. The same thing happens with messages. You can play a message, maybe the message is like 1 hour. You can put it on repeat to play like 3 hours. Like, okay, after the first time, oh wow, I've prayed for 1 hour. Okay, then maybe after the second time or the third time, depending on how it works for you. So you can use music to time yourself, you can use alarm, you can use messages to time yourself. And also some people use candle to time themselves. Yes, you heard me right. Candle. Candle can work, because I learned it from somebody, and I think that, well, it's not a bad idea. And I don't feel it's bad to share it with you. Sometimes some people, when they have their phone around them, they can feel like this drawing they have, like as if they should start pressing their phone, or it can be picturing some, maybe like them pressing it, or thinking about, oh, let me just finish what I'm doing and let me start pressing my phone. So instead of that, you can keep your phone far, maybe switch it off and hide it somewhere, and light a candle, and until the candle starts burning, you are not going to stop praying. You don't even know how long it's going to take to burn. Maybe 1 hour, 30 minutes, maybe 2 hours, maybe more. You can have like 3 candles. Okay, until these 3 candles stop burning. Like, not at the same time, one after the other. It's just a way of timing yourself. So I'm not saying you should go and hold it, or you should put it on your head or anything. Just light it. Just like use it to time yourself. Like, until this candle starts burning, I'm not going to stop praying. Then you can use like 3, 4, depending on how long your strength can go and how long God is helping you. Then another way is that you need to set a time apart. Like, it's very important, because all thing I'm saying is, if you don't set the time apart to do them, to you don't specifically set time apart, you won't be able to do any of this. I understand. See, I understand that there is no time. Yes, a lot of things are fighting for our time. Like, okay, you wake up, let's say you wake up by 6, you go to work by 7, come back home by 7, or if you don't go to, if you go to church, maybe come back by 8 or 9, then you have to still do some other things. Like, I'm basically telling you my routine. So you need to be intentional about setting the time apart. Maybe you want to set time that, okay, at the middle of the night, or maybe between 10 to 2 or 10 to 11 or 10 to, just basically set time apart. Like, you have, like, okay, this time I want to use it to pray. Nothing is coming in between it. Nothing is coming in between it. You have to be intentional. It can be on a Saturday, and be like, okay, Saturday by 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm not coming out of my room. I'm going to use this time to pray. I know that it might not be easy for you to pray every day for long hours, every day, because of your routine, your busy schedule. But you can set time apart weekly to pray. It can be a vigil, maybe Friday, a personal vigil. Just basically set time apart. And that's just the basic things I want to tell you. And but I also want to tell you that there's no perfect time to pray. Don't be caught on a red. I don't have the time. Anywhere you can pray, anywhere, like anywhere. You're in the car, you can just put your plug in your earpiece, moving your lips. People say maybe are listening to songs, are not listening to anything. You're praying. Maybe during your break time at work, you use time to pray. Maybe during a break time, you can go to the toilet, then maybe bedroom or something, then maybe speak some tongues a bit before going to your activities. That's why I said I can't even live in Lagos, because I don't know how those people cope, but I believe God is trusting them. And if you are living in Lagos, all these things can help you, yeah, in case you are very busy. So there's no perfect time to pray. Pray anywhere, pray every time, pray any day, and pray. Should I say anyhow? I don't know. So that's it. So I think that with these tips I've given, these easy steps, you should be able to pray for long hours. So which of these tips do you think you are going to apply, or which of them have you been using? Feel free to share with me under the comment section. And if this video has blessed you and you think it's value for your time and your data, do well to subscribe and put on your notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my video. So I'll see you in another video. It's nice to see you again. I wanted to come around next time. I love you, and bye.